Hello. Feeling stressed? Maybe you're anxious? Am I even live? Yes. Maybe you just feel like you're done. Do you feel like you're just done? Well, I want to have you try these simple yet powerful and effective modality techniques. They're called energy medicine for you that are natural ways to take back control of your energy, of your state of mind, of being, right? Because we can't control the world around us, but we can control how we are in our bodies and how we respond to the world around us. And sometimes it's hard to do that. Sometimes it's hard to fathom even the steps that it takes because we can be overcome by the stress, by the anger, by the triggers, by the overwhelm, by the fear. So I just want to say, like, when you do these techniques in the moment that you're feeling stress, in the moment you're feeling anxiety or fear, you will instantly start to feel a calmness, a returning back home to your center, to your like peace. And so if you want to live in peace consistently so that you stay on an elevated high frequency, which is where abundance, joy, and happiness and all those beautiful energies reside, then this is what you can do that is really going to help shift your mindset, even if you don't know why you're being triggered in the moment. Okay? So you don't have to know the why, you just got to know what to do in this scenario. So if you're feeling stressed out, and it's a very stressful world we live in, we have such high demands and expectations that society places on us, that we place on ourselves, that our family has on us. And the truth is, it's fake, but real at the same time. So here is a simple, it's called the triple warmer smoothie. Now, the triple warmer is a meridian, also a radiant circuit that is a ribbon of energy that flows through your body in a certain channel. So it starts here in your ring finger. Hold on, I want to see myself. It starts on your ring finger, and you can trace it in your arm, back of the arm, behind the shoulder, up the neck, up around the ears, and it ends here. And the triple warmer is uh, in charge of your flight, freeze, fight, flight, freeze, and fawn response. Fight, flight, freeze, and fawn response. Like say that 3 times fast. And the reason why a lot of people have suffer from, I used to be a massage, well, I am a massage therapist. I'm an intuitive healer. So one of the early things that I recognized in all my clients that they all had head, neck, and shoulders problems and lower back. And what I recognize now, learning about energy medicine, is that the triple warmer is in those parts that we feel tensed and tight and in pain. So if you're dealing with neck issues, if you have tight shoulders or headaches, I urge you to please try this triple warmer smoothie. It's so relaxing and comforting, and it's a great way just to pause and be in your body. And it really helps you ground in the moment, and it dissipates the stress. It's actually helping to evolve your triple warmer from being in the every little thing is killing me to, oh, I'm safer. Maybe you're not safe, but you're safer than you were a second ago before you did it. So the first thing you ever always want to do with energy medicine is always rub those hands together and get that energy to ignite. And then you just shake off any exit, like anything that's like just not serving you in your hands, because you have energy gates in your hands. So shake off any excess energy that is still lingering. And then you're going to put your hands over your eyes. And you're going to always do deep breaths in the nose and out the mouth when you do energy medicine. So you're going to start here. You're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to move your hands out into the temples. And then you rest at the temples. You take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to move up and around the ears, down the neck, and rest in your shoulders. Squeeze, push down on your shoulders for this moment. Take another deep breath in and out here, just resting here. And as you take the last breath, you're going to take it in. And as you exhale, move down to your heart center. And then you're going to do one more full breath in and out in your heart space as well. So when you move there and then you go into your heart center, it puts you into a gratitude space and also centers you because you're moving the energy into your heart. So you're just centering into the truth of who you are. And you repeat that at least 3 times. Do it 20 times if you have to. Do it 1,000 times throughout the day. Anytime you're feeling any kind of stress, that is a triple warmer smoothie. Starting here, breath in and out, breath in and out, breath in and out, breath in and out, breath in and out. Right? Heart center, breath in and out. And that's it. Tell me how that felt when you did that. All right, so here's one for anxiety, right? Anxiety and overwhelm, I think kind of are similar in the energy and how we feel with our energy. So gosh, there's so many different ones you can do for anxiety. It just depends on what really works for you and your energy. So let's just do one because I am not far enough away to do the standing up version of it's called I think it's called blowing out the candle. No, it's called bringing down the flame. I urge you, I'll put a link to a video that has bringing down the flame on the descriptions below if you're interested in trying bring down the flame. And that one really helps to bring your energy down when you feel flighty, like when you just don't feel grounded, when you bring down the flame of anxiety. And it really is just kind of doing motions like this, where you're just bringing your hands into actually you skip the throat and you go straight to the heart and then the pubic. Anyway, so I'll share the link for that one so that you can see the full body version. But here is one that you can do for overwhelm and anxiety is literally like put your hands on your neurovasculars, which are on your forehead, and you have a bunch. I mean, you have neurovascular points everywhere in your body, but the ones on your head, if you want it to just put your hands like this, or you could put your hand like this. A lot of times when you're like anxious or overwhelmed, you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I'm so like we instinctually do this already. So do that. You can put your hand completely opposite of the eye line site and hold your head in the back and just rest your hands here and take deep breaths in and out. Or you can just do it like this and put your hands this is great to do when you're in public and you don't want attention and you get embarrassed doing these out in the wilderness. This is like a great, instead of doing this kind of thing, because that looks a little awkward in public, you could just put your hands both like this and let your fingers rest on the top. And you could put your hands on the table. Yeah, I'm sorry, your elbows. Rest your elbows on the table and just sit like this. People are going to think you have a headache or whatever, but like you're actually calming your nervous system in that moment. So just sit there for as long as it takes for you to calm down. Okay, minimum 3 minutes, but it could be less. It just depends on where you are and how intentional your breaths are in this moment. So there's that for that. And so anger, I can't do one for anger because I have to sign up for that one too. I'll also share that in the link. So I'll share a link in the descriptions for bringing down the flame and also the blowout, which is great for frustration, anger, And it really helps to kind of dispel that energy and release it into the earth. Okay, so I'll show those in the link below. So here's one for fear. Oh my gosh, I had a friend of mine. We were about to do something like a sweat lodge in the dark, and it was, I think, for some reason she was starting to feel panicky, and fear was starting to raise up, and she was just like, I don't know why, I'm feeling kind of panicky and afraid in this moment. So I asked her to do the fear tap reset, and she was just like, oh my God, literally not even a minute went by, and she's just like, I'm starting to feel better. Thank you so much. And so she became a believer of energy medicine in that moment. And I'm telling you, when you actually put these in action and you use these as your tools for coming back to yourself, centering yourself in your truth, like to gain clarity, peace of mind, and you're able to proceed on to the next in your joyful state. Like that's power. Why wouldn't you want to try these? Like it might sound woo-woo to you, but like they work. Just get curious about trying them out. You know, there are so many things that we didn't know before that we know now that we are remembering. It's not that we didn't know them, we're just remembering them again. And energy medicine has been around for ages, for eons. So the one for fear is called the fear tap. And so there's a gate between your pinky finger and your ring finger right here. And it's on both sides. It doesn't matter whatever hand feels dominant and natural for you is the one that you want to put on your heart center. Okay. And then tap with the one that you feel most dominant in, I guess. It doesn't matter. You could switch. You could do both. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I always find it interesting that people are always asking, how do I do it? Which hand should I use? It's like, trust yourself. Like this is about trusting your body, yourself, what works, what feels good to you. It's not about having to do it right. And I think a lot of times we get lost in the having to do it right and looking good, and we stop to trust and listen to our own intuitive knowing of what works for us. Okay, so whatever works for you, listen to that and then do that more and be consistent about it. Okay, so here's the fear tap. You're gonna put, I think I need to sit up a little bit for this. So first you're gonna put your hand, okay, doesn't matter which hand, on your heart center. And in between those fingers is like, it feels like a V between the tendons, okay? So you're gonna tap there as you take those deep breaths. And you can tap slow, you can tap fast, you can tap in the rhythm of your heart. Again, it's not about how to do it, it's just trust yourself. What works for you, okay? And sometimes I switch it off. Sometimes I go fast. Sometimes I do the heartbeat. It just depends in that moment. Sometimes my body needs something different every time, right? So this is really about just attuning to you, your needs, what your body is whispering to you. So we did anxiety and fear. I'm sorry, anxiety and anger will be in the description below. We did stress, we did fear, and we did anxiety. Um, let's see. I guess it was bringing down the flame, the other anxiety one. What is another really common? Oh, here's another one for when you're feeling super sad. Maybe there is overwhelm in like you feeling not enough, feeling the weight of the world, feeling depressed, um, just kind of thrown off of your joy. This is the penetrating flow is here. So if you just kind of put your hands like this, and you can put them in the elbows on the table as well, and just take those deep breaths in and out here. The penetrating flow is an energy system that is deep in our bodies, and it's where our deep emotions reside. So when we can connect to our penetrating flow, we're able to bring those emotions to the surface and release them. And we're also able to get closer and connect to the areas that of our energies that have joy. And when we can be in our joy, we feel like we're unstoppable, like superhumans. So that all being said, once you clear that energy and you want to bring in some joy, like put your hands up and just be in gratitude and have God, universal source energy filling your cup. Imagine your arms like a chalice filling up with healing energy. Like I could feel it actually coming in through my fingertips and enveloping into my wrists right now. I could feel it starting to go down into my elbows. So when you feel that cup full, that beautiful energy, that light, that love that is abundant for you, you bring it into your heart. Bring it into your heart. And then think of something that brings joy. Like one thing that you're grateful for, an image that is a joyful image, whether it's children playing or the sunset, or maybe it's the birth of your child, or maybe it's your wedding day, or a day at the beach, or a day at the spa by yourself or with your girlfriend, whatever it is, whatever brings you joy, whatever that image is, bring it to your mind now and sit there in gratitude and allow a smile to start peeking through. Even if you have to fake it at first, fake it. Fake the smile. And the act of smiling helps to spark your radiant circuit. And your radiant circuit is your innate, joyful, happy energy, where your radiance and your vitality are stored. And when you have that image really just filling you up with so much joy and love, I want you to tap it in. Tap it in between your eyebrows, grounding that energy into the deepest parts of your body and your being so that it's more easily accessible the next time. And you start evolving that joy into a natural state of being. And that was simple, and that was easy, and that was fun, and it was effective, it was non-invasive. There are no contraindications using energy medicine. So I just want to ask you, are you trying these? What did you feel? What was your favorite one? Which one resonated with your body with what you needed right now? And which one are you going to start to practice moving forward in your daily life? Please share in the comments. I would love to hear what's working for you so I can bring you more of that content. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Smash that like button so I know this resonated with you so I can bring you more of these golden nuggets in the world. And then also share with a friend. Share this knowledge with a friend because sharing is caring. And the more that we uplift each other, the more that we share the things that work for us, the more that we can build the community of like-minded individuals who are going to support us in our journey. So until next time, remember to be kind to yourself and others. Lead from love. Spread joy. I am Margarita Rose, also known as Mama Rita Rose. I'll see you. Stay classy.